This video is going to be for our cow catcher work drawing. So right now I have a work drawing already open, but it's size D. And for this work drawing, or for this part, it's going to make a lot more sense to have it on size C paper. So I'm going to right click on sheet 1, edit sheet, and switch to C. I do not need to change my title block size because large is for everything except for size A. So I'm going to go to base, and since this is way too tiny for this page, I'm going to make it bigger and do 2:1. So I'm going to place my front view right here, my top view, bottom view, let's see, right view, isometric, click OK, and then we are not done. We're going to click on projected, click on the right side, bringing it back. Right click, create. Okay, still have some more to go. So now we're going to do an auxiliary view. This one's new, and you may or may not have remembered this from our lesson, but this is for putting dimensions on a surface that is not like flat on the paper. So because we have these lovely little cutouts, and they are not flat, they are on a slanted surface right here, and right here we need to put in a auxiliary view. So we're going to click on our bottom view. We're going to click on this edge right here, and before you click to place it, you're going to need to make sure you click this lovely little checkbox. So I'm going to click, and the reason for that checkbox is this right here. This is our cutting plane line, or in this case it tells us where this view came from. Next we're going to do a section view on our right side. We're going to make sure this is right in the center, right across, right click continue. I'm going to bring mine down. Okay, so that now shows us the inside, so we have the wall thickness right here and right here. Okay, the next two views are ones that are helpful. Some of you may like them, some of you might not like them. So what I'm going to do is click on my back view over here, and I'm going to click kind of around this spot and off to the side. Okay, so that gives us a much better view of this part right here because it's very tiny on the screen right now. And our next one is another detail view, and that is going to be of our peg but in a different direction. So I'm going to use this one right here and place it here. No, I don't like that. I like them a little bit more level to each other. Some of you might be a little bit more picky or less picky. So I'm going to now double click on my isometric, click on my blue sphere right here, and click OK. Keep wanting to call it a cylinder. In the last version it was a cylinder. Alright, now I'm going to go to annotate, and you may or may not heard my cat fall over. Oh no. She's getting into a mess. Alright, so we have... Is she chirping? Apparently my cat is chirping. Okay, so we have our center marks to place in. We only have a few places to place these in. And you're not going to put them over here because it's just going to make everything a giant mess. Next we're going to put in our center marks. Or sorry, our center lines. We just did the center marks. For this one, I like to use a centerline bisector. I just find it a lot easier than trying to line everything up nicely and much, much faster. Alright. Let's see, still a few more. There are a lot of these. This will take you a little bit of time. But again, I like to put these in before all the dimensions so that I can actually see where all of these are coming from. And hopefully you're better at zooming than I am. Alright, and we're going to use chamfer, because this is one you may or may not remember from one of the other videos. So again, for this one, we're clicking on this edge, then this one. Okay, so I know it's kind of like thrown off the screen there. So because we have 3 of these, I'm going to add in TYP for typical. So this is kind of the opposite of how we placed it in originally, because last time to place them in, we click on the face and then the edge, but to put in the dimension, you do edge, then face. So just the reverse. Alright, so anything else? Oh, for dimensioning, for something like this, when you place this in, you're going to make sure this dimension is on the outside of your part, not the inside. So if it happens to be on the inside, you're just going to click on your dimension and move it. So easy as that. And again, because I have two of these and they are identical, TYP. Alright, and another one that some students kind of mess up on a little bit is this one right here. So if you zoom in, you can see that there's actually two lines. You want this line, and then, I know my number's in the way, this one. And I'm going to move it down here. Alright, and since we have all these sides that are the same and the other side right here is the same, we can add in TYP. And click OK. Alright, so that kind of gives you just a quick start of what you need to do. There are still a lot more dimensions you need to place in. You still need to fill in the title block. And again, for the title, you just put the title of the part. In the box above, just make sure you put your name and then what class you're in. And then after that, don't forget to finish adding all your dimensions, turn it into a PDF at the end, and then make sure you submit.